Picture this. You're scrolling through job boards, endlessly submitting applications, but nothing is clicking. You start to wonder, is networking still worth it in 2024? Or am I just wasting my time? Spoiler alert, it's not only worth it, it's actually very essential. But like everything else, the networking game has evolved. Top of the morning, everyone. My name is Tshidi, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, we're talking about networking in 2024 and the years beyond. Gone are the days when networking only happened in person events with those awkward handshakes. And in 2024, virtual networking is just as powerful, if not more, than ever before. Platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, which is now X, and specialized industry forums are where real connections are being made. But here's the catch. You can't just show up. You need to actually engage, contribute to whatever the conversation is about, and show a bit of authenticity. People can smell a networker who's only in it for personal gains from just a mile away. Ask questions, share insights, and genuinely actually try and connect with people. So, the best tip that I can give you here when it comes to this is attend as many webinars or virtual conferences and participate in these online discussions to keep your networks alive and thriving. You never know who's actually watching your contribution. And then the other thing that we then ask ourselves is quantity over quality or quality over quantity. In the early days of LinkedIn, everybody was obsessed with growing a massive network. But in 2024, it's not just about how many people you actually know or how many people are following you on LinkedIn. It's about who you know and how well you know them. Focus on building the meaningful relationships on LinkedIn. Rather than just blindly sending connection requests, personalize your outreach. Reference a shared interest, mention something about the work that you're actually interested in, highlight a project that you actually admire, or just speak about something that you think that person will connect with you based on. And remember, follow up. Sending a message and disappearing won't just cut it. For example, instead of just saying, hi, let's connect, say, hi, I noticed your recent post about X, whatever topic it is, and I found it really insightful. I'd love to stay connected and hear more about your thoughts on this particular subject. Click submit. Most of the times, people will actually accept that than just one of those where it's just a hi and the generic messages that we all tend to get in most cases. In person isn't dead, but it's very different. While virtual networking is dominating the scene, in-person network events haven't disappeared completely. They've just actually adapted. Events now incorporate hybrid elements where virtual attendees can engage with physical participants in real time. If you're attending in-person events, use tech to your advantage. For example, scan LinkedIn QR codes. I mean, guys, one of the things that we don't have to do anymore is to still say to them, this is how you spell my name, so find me on LinkedIn. You can go into your LinkedIn, onto the search bar. If you click on that, it will give you a little part on the right-hand corner there that allows you to actually scan the QR code. You scan the QR code, boom, send an instant follow-up that goes out to that person while you're still fresh on somebody's mind. And even schedule virtual coffees after the event to solidify those connections. And also remember, guys, prepare before you go. Have your personal elevator pitch ready and research who's actually attending. You want to make sure that the people that are attending are people that you actually want to connect with, and they are the right people and not just about everyone. And the power of content networking. This one is even more important. In 2024, content creation has become a very powerful form of networking. For example, your posts, your blogs, or even just comments can act as a magnet for like-minded professionals to actually want to know who you are when they look at your profile. By sharing valuable content, you're already building a brand that attracts the connections rather than just chasing them down. Whether you're posting on LinkedIn or creating videos on YouTube like some of us, or sharing insights on a podcast, people get to notice that. And when they do, they usually reach out. So in many ways, creating content is a form of passive networking. And then the fifth one that we're actually talking about is AI networking. Yes, it's happening. AI is influencing how we connect. Nowadays, there's AI-powered recommendations on LinkedIn, or networking platforms are also helping users connect with people based on their interests, on their experiences, or even just some of the skills. AI can help draft the personalized outreach message. So please use that. Don't just use the normal one that exists. Use those AI personalized outreach messages to people when you actually connect with them. While AI can actually help, remember there's also no substitute for human connection. Use it to streamline your efforts, but always try and bring your own personal touch. And then the sixth thing that I want to talk about is networking for remote workers as well as globalized workforce. Just this morning, I saw an article that somebody shared that was research from PwC that shows that return to office has been proven to not be a big factor in building company culture. So the rise of remote work has made global networking even more important than ever. You might be working from your couch in Cape Town or in California, but your next opportunity could come from somebody in Tokyo. So take advantage of this global shift by broadening some of your networks beyond just your immediate location. Because a lot of the times, the mistakes that people make is that they connect with people that are even closer to them and forget that your next job could be a remote job from another country. Virtual coffee chats, for example, Zoom meetups and international online communities are also places where the global connections are actually thriving. So in 2024, please, networking across borders is not just possible, it's the new norm that we actually should be focusing on. So join international professional groups or remote work communities. It'll open quite a lot of doors and opportunities, as well as jobs that you didn't know existed if you join some of those communities. So is networking still worth it in 2024? The answer is absolutely. But like everything else, it has evolved. Whether you're actually networking virtually in person or even through your content, the key is to try and be as authentic as possible, be intentional, and be very proactive. And remember, networking isn't just about getting opportunities, it's about giving them too. The more value you provide to others, the more you'll actually get that in return. If you found these tips useful, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe for more content designed to actually help you navigate your career path in confidence and skill. Up until we meet next time, peace.